Okay, that was a bit too enthusiastically. We should be live. Today we're playing the Outer Worlds, and with that, I will welcome you. Let me just do shortly one audio check here on twitch.tv/CursedKiwi. That's not where I wanted to go, and that seems to be working. Okay, perfect. All right, audio checkity check. And without any further ado, I still have my Santa hat on. We still have our lovely goal for the evening. And feel free to donate. If you don't, just follow. I'm fine with that. Or you know, subscribe if you later watch this on YouTube. But besides that, I would just say let's just continue. Let's just continue. There we go. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna let it load in. Yeah, we were at this camp. Deserter camp. Deserter camp unlocked.
Keep your
Who are
wits
you?
about you, friend.
Keep your wits about you, friend. I could totally scam them. Okay. Once again, I cannot steal anything. Where are we headed? Bit loud the game for me. Just a tiny notch to turn it down. I forgot where the lady was we needed to talk to. I think in here probably. Yeah. That seems like the biggest building. Jesus.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Hey, you're Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yo, you must be Adelaide, right?
Been
I mean,
called
that's your
that,
name.
among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in
Tobacco?
an old
She's trying to get us
spittoon,
addicted?
but it's been cleaned.
First of all, is this your greenhouse? What is this
The
for question?
garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Okay, let's go with one. That's a little bit
Soil
more
around
less
the Vale
aggressive.
went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
A heap and pile of special fertilizer. Second of all, looks like you've made a home for yourself
A home
right
for
here.
anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
First of all, could you tell me, why did you leave your old home? Like, that was kind of unnecessary. I see why it was
It
necessary.
is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Okay, Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea?
Like, he kind of told me that he made some mistakes. Well, the first one is not gonna necessarily get her to come with me, I guess. Number 3 would be funny as well. Nah, but we're going with number 2. We're gonna be.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
This is serious. I'm about to cut off your power. Okay, hell yeah.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
Your camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
Why?
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
But why? A hero to you, maybe. Yeah, that's as well, alright. But let's say, what have you got against the town? Like,
Seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them.
that's true.
You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. Yeah, that's a weird thing to do, right? Okay, so what do you... I don't know. Like, the first is really aggressive. Let's say I help you. What happens to
Life
Judgment?
in Edgewater grinds to a halt.
Yeah.
The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Think Reach is trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. You've seen that miserable excuse for
Yeah, I know. What do you have against people trying to make a
It's
living?
not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it.
Yeah.
All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. So,
I guess you have a point.
what do you say? Divert power over to us. Shut down that abominable cannery for good. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
The thing is, right? The company even tried to kill, you know. Tried to kill its own workers. Where did she go? I wanted to talk to her again. There.
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, look, there's much dialogue. When we first talked, you assumed I'd come to live here.
I'm getting old, you know. these two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
And what am I?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the veil. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
Save the veil? What?
People around here lack the strength to effect change.
Yeah.
They have the strength, but not the will. You seem to have both.
Why are you telling me all of
Little
this?
prattling never hurt anyone, dear. You might even catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
What about Reed's offer? Have you talked to him? Like maybe we could solve it like
Reed
this.
does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
What is the history between you and Reed?
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all me.
Well, there's obviously more to it.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I wanna. Okay. What about Reed's side of the story?
I could not possibly care less if he does, but you're surely welcome to ask him.
Then I'm going back. Okay, we've talked enough.
I'm listening.
This might sound strange, but I don't know where I am.
That's not strange at all, dear. Few of us truly know where we are. The world can seem like a forest without end, and it is all too easy to lose one's way.
Nah, I mean like physical, not like
You
mental.
must remember that being lost is the first step in discovering yourself.
No, I mean actually I don't know where I am.
This is the old botanical lab in Emerald Vale, on Terra 2. By the look on your face, I'm guessing you're not quite following me. Are you not feeling well? Ought to lay your head down if you're running fever.
I was kind of kidnapped by a crazy scientist and shot into space, but thanks for asking.
That sounds like fever talk, all right. So why am I tempted to believe
Well,
you?
because it's true, that's why.
Where did you say you were from?
Hope.
Is that a new settlement of some kind? I haven't kept news from outside the Vale.
Oh no, you've never met... well, not exactly, it's a colony ship.
Oh, you're talking about that old piece of folklore. Now I'm convinced you're delirious. You really ought to lay your head down, dear. Babbling only agitates the humors. You ought to try some of my purgative tea. Won't cure what ails you, but it will distract you for a spell.
Well, since we're doing the good run first, I'm probably gonna give her the power. Give it the power. Why you don't believe me?
Maybe I do. I don't know yet. Growing up, I heard my folks talking about the hope. Always believed it was just a story we told ourselves to keep our spirits up. Listen, don't you worry about what I think. That's not important. Worry about what the board thinks of you going around talking about lost ships from decades past.
Well, that's true. But first of all, who is the board?
You carry on about coming here from another world, and people will talk. Talk leads to questions. Ask enough questions and the board comes answering.
Well, first of all, I'm not afraid of
No,
the board.
but the board may have reason to fear you.
Okay, let's just talk about
I'm
something else.
listening.
I should go. What a great talk. I kinda wanna head back to read. Journal. Well, I did that. Well, I'm going back to read then. Grace doesn't know where Zoe might have gone. She's just checking to check where Zoe bets down. And return to the vicar. We need to go to the city anyways. Oh, who are you? I need to talk to you. For the quest? Oh, that's Zoe's hut here. What was the thing of Zoe? Grace Romero? One of the deserters? Oh, that's one of the deserters. Asked you to look for a missing deserter named Zoe. Well, I'm not doing that now. That's a bit long. Okay. Is there a way for me to fast travel? Yeah, okay. Is there a way for me to fast travel? Yo, what up, Parvati? Should we go to Ludwig first? Maybe, probably. Probably, actually.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I unfortunately do not know where I am in Edgewater. I don't know, is this the right exit? I don't know. Twice the speed, half the price. No, it is not. You cannot fast travel while near hostiles. You know what? I should have done that from the first get-go. You know, go into the city and then teleport outside, you know? Can you not even teleport outside? Okay, well then... Well then I'm talking to Reed first, I guess. Can I steal this? No, still no.
Something you need?
While we are. Follow. Like. Yo, Reed.
Something on your mind?
Yeah. I wanted to
Go
talk
ahead.
to you. Okay, I can't talk to you. Well, see you later. Well. Let's go first here then, I guess. To the illustrated manual.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Wait a minute, next come out for your pay. Yeah, they're really bad people. Yo, Baker. I kind of got your thing.
We discussed?
Yeah, I got your thing.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
That book seems a bit more important than you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Just learn French. Like, that's not that hard. Yeah, meaningful purpose. That's the one I kind of want to use. Well, I'm gonna go with number 4. Plague-ridden backwater? What happened to all of the crap about leading your flock?
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Well, what's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
What? That's all part of your Vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Okay, well, it sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Catch up.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Cool. We got the crew
I'll
now.
meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from Emerald Vale, Captain.
Okay. Let's go to journal. Go to die robot. Die robot, die. That should be the right door. Cool. Maybe we can get the security guy with us as well. That would be a big win for the party. Yo, you coming with us?
Bring us honor,
Maybe?
soldier.
You mentioned a logic module. I found one.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember
Fuck
me
stick.
by.
Okay, take care. Oh. Okay. 10 points available. Cool. That needed to be done. And then I'm gonna go. So we're unlocking the ability to leap. Perfect. Next, I think we're going further to leadership. Companion gains 20% armor and critical damage. That was pretty good. Okay. Apply. Hell yeah. Perks. I can Google perk. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. That's pretty good as well. But I'm gonna go with this, yeah. Except... Parvati, can I level you? No. Okay. Okay, that works. Okay, so I think that's all for them. You cannot fast travel while near hostiles. Cool. By the way, can I could purchase them now. For 16 I have 5k. Hold Z, sell junk. Perfect. Another vending machine. Perfect. So let's go into the city. There shouldn't be hostiles in there, and then we can fast travel. Then we can fast travel. Then we can fast travel. Okay, we're still alive. Okay, just checking. Okay, ah yeah, we couldn't fast travel in the city. Oh, region. Okay, we can. Yeah. Defend our foes. Defeat. Defend. Defeat our foes. Help the minister. Okay. Well, let's go look. Have we checked? Yeah, we can just check out this. There's an abandoned outpost, abandoned wreckage. Now we checked out this. We haven't checked out this here. Yeah, and the rest we checked out already.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too.
Cool. Every
Something I
can
can help you with?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking. First of all, what are you selling? Let's trade.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Anything useful? 3.4k, 192 Spacer's Choice fiber pistol. Oh.
Something I can help you with?
Okay, I have a request. I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened? Well, first off, was she acting strange before she had
Can't say I
disappeared?
recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You
Why would
sound
you
like
think
some
that's odd?
type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Well, tell me
Zoe
about
was
it.
always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
Oh no, she
Shame
did that.
up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What happened on the day?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Okay, she probably went to the Marauders to teach them about economics.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Can I do anything? Why is this gray? Okay, it's just info.
Hey,
Hold on.
I got time.
I've got some more.
I'll help if
I've
I
got some
can.
more questions. Ah. Okay, so probably the Musketeer. I still can't steal stuff, huh? Oh, there's a note though. Yeah, I should check her thing. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. because I've always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Just because I got just because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a little too much adrenal time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to a personal responsibility in surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenal time and suddenly you're committing lacency. Larcency. So she got thrown out for that, that's interesting. Could sleep in her bed. That's kind of weird, but hey. So there's a poster, steel poster. How would I do that? How would I steal the little girl's poster? That has no value to me. Okay, 22. Well, today's the day. Zoe, today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauders threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Well, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adeline's food and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time too. Everybody loves Adrena time, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra 2, Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Cool, so we know where she is now. Okay, find Zoe. One of her entries reveals that she secretly planned to run away and join the Marauders camp to the east. How did you know her location? Head to the camp and see if she's okay. There's the east. Oh, I wanted to go there anyways. Yeah. Cool.
What
I
is
got
it?
news about Zoe, by the way. I know where she is.
I'll tell you what I can. What is it?
Well, I guess then not. Yeah, that's the camp. Wanted to check it out anyways. So we checked out all the buildings then. Still looks absolutely awesome though. Get him, Parvati. Rush in with the shotty. Okay, he got him anyways. Hunting rifle. Never seen a hunting rifle. A free hack, thank you. How are the hunting rifles? 53 DPS, these are shit. 131, dude, what the hell? 134? Okay, so much for that. I didn't think there was gonna be anyone, that's why I just ran through. But there hella is one guy here, somewhere. Yeah, you can already see them back there.
I don't know anybody never came out this far.
There's one guy. Okay, what's in here? Jesus, Parvati, close the door. Trino. You have 33 health, by the way. A free hag.
Easy.
This could go wild now. Let's chill in this building. Jesus. No, 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 don't die. Yeah, come in here.
Got it. Inside voices.
Parvati, you're in the middle. Perfect. Come in here. Oops. Why are they so strong? Okay, there we go. That's him. There we go. I think that's all of them for now. Jesus Christ, dude. He was especially heavy. Yeah. Okay, so let's explore the city, I guess. I don't know, I don't think there's many people left, if there are even any left. Free hack, thank you. Energy cells. Okay, perfect. Can't go in here. There are many explosive barrels, which once again I didn't use. Oh, she's here, Zoe. What's up, Zoe?
crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Yo, Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Okay, first of all, I need you to clarify something
I'm
for me.
great at clarifying.
First of all, are you a prisoner?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
That's actually impressive.
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
And how are you even alive? How didn't they kill you,
don't know.
Otto?
The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Why did you leave the camp in the
I got
first place?
kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
There's something else,
I've
actually.
got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Well, I have a different idea. Like... Okay, well, I thought like you could join my party, but I guess you should go back and people are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Stefan's planning a surprise, by the way, Ryan.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Well, I thought you could like
I'm great at clarifying.
join my party.
I got kicked out of Edgewater.
Okay, so there isn't dialogue at all here. Well. Would have loved for her to join my thing. A small percentage of weapon and armor you may find are considered pristine. They have more durability, and I couldn't read that so fast. Cool. Let's head in. Ooh, this is one of those basic shop layouts again. 26 bits. Thank you for the bits. They did that for streamers. They knew. They knew. They knew. Okay. Got this. Yeah, this is the exact same layout. Except for there wasn't a building there last time. Is there anything on any other roof? No, I don't think so. Didn't even explode. Maybe like beep 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 beep, and then it no. Oh no. Well, I guess that's that then, hey. I can't actually believe that we actually got everything already on this world, basically. Yo, Grace Romero.
What is it?
Romero. I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe,
The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
That's right.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be then. One of your weapon or armor items is broken and at minimum effectiveness. You should find a workbench and repair it. Which armor? This one, 5 and 17. That's 9. But this thing had 19, right? Well, I'm just gonna use that now, for now. Okay, journal. We didn't watch any mission so far, which is good. And well, now we're just gonna have to divert the power to them people here. Yeah, so we're probably gonna give them power since the city, like, kind of... I'm sorry for the city, but... the corporation really doesn't care about you, so... just, you know... just a thought, the corporation doesn't really care about you. They only care about their profits, that's why they're a corporation after all. Okay, so I can't really do anything anymore, huh? If I'd play this again, I'd probably go the other route. Redirect the power. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Power redirection function has failed. Manual override rare. Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. So there's only 1 remaining, huh? Last switch is in here. Still don't know how to open that though. Or how to get in there. I don't even know what that does. I don't even know what that does. How did I get up there again? Oh yeah, I think I walked somewhere around. Hey Jeremy. I think you go through here, Ryan. You go up here, yeah. Then you go to the door over here. Barrett. I need to go in there somehow. Modify behavior. Well, we don't need to do that now. It's also barred. Nah, this just takes you to the same. Ah, there was a way. What's up, Jeremy? Was it here? Yeah. What's with the bare doors? I never noticed the bare doors. Well, I never was in here. And that's where the bell...
Sweeping the area.
Is there still a robot? There it is. Needs oil changed. Perfect. Perfect, now we can open those. How didn't I notice them before? And now I need to redirect the power towards the people in the flower garden. Right? But I also still need to choose how, right? Where to redirect the power to. Is there even... You've learned that there are power regulators in both the Edgewater Cannery and the Botanical Garden labs elsewhere in the region. But neither can be removed unless its power is rooted away from them. Travel to the region's geothermal plant and route the power away from one of those locations. Or away from the cannery. The plant's master control terminal is reporting that 3 switches inside the plant must be flipped. You activated one of the switches needed. You activated the second, and you activated all 3 have been activated. You should now be able to redirect the plant's power from the master control terminal. Reed asked you to deliver a message to a woman named Adelaide before you head into the chemotherapy plant. But
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Well, what's your
I
opinion?
don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Well, Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers and power, and I don't think the workers are gonna come back in their community as well.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
What about the deserters? They are a community. I can't just destroy what they
Miss
built.
McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
5 followers? No, thank you. Yeah. I see your point. But I see. But you know, if I divert power to Edgewater, what's that gonna result in? First of all, I don't even know if the surges are gonna come back to help you. Maybe. And then Edgewater might be getting better again, but Plague will spread the same speed, still being really cruel. If I cut it off, I don't know how they're going to survive. But they survived before. I mean, they had lots of plants and stuff going on.
Sorry,
That's your
I
point.
didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm still gonna... Okay, I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Sorry, but the company treats them like trash, but that's not their fault that the company leads them like trash. But how are they gonna better their situation from currently? You know what I mean? The situation is not gonna get better, you know? The situation is not gonna get better, you know? Ah, decisions. No, this time I'm gonna go with this. Maybe next time I'm going to... This time I'm gonna cut off power to Edgewater. I'll continue. The company killed all the people there and they're gonna do the same in the city once it doesn't produce enough anymore. Better get them off now. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm sorry, I know what you said. It's not to punish them, it's to help them. I'm sorry. I had to make a decision here. It's not like I could just stay here, you know. Space choice reputation decreased. What's my rep, by the way? Space's choice is still friendly. That only gave 15% negative. Revering. Best employee ever. Deserves a big bonus and promotion. That's 100% positive. Okay. I feel like reverse people for the guy, for the people in Edgewater. I feel so terrible. What even is my journal quest now? Retrieve the power regulator, return to Reed. Reed must be furious. Let's go there first. I'm sorry. On the one side I'm sorry, on the other I'm not. I'm just trying to help you, you know, Reed. This is not a scenario where I could have made a win-win. I'm sorry.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Dude, he's gonna be so pissed. Oh, we will never fall down here.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Well, the company's probably gonna kill you. Well, not specifically you a lesson, but I'm trying to help you.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
Yeah, you're all slaves to Space's choice, and life is full of betrayals. I'm just the most recent one. You're a horrible person? No. You're all slaves to Space's choice.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Oh, I'm not high enough on Intimidate. What's going to happen to Edgewater?
Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall be processed and then duly imprisoned for gross incompetence.
Reed, you don't have to do all of this. What is my intimidation, by the way? It's 28, wow, and I needed 30. Do I have something in my inventory which I can put on which gives me intimidation bonus? Tech skills, stealth, 100 melee, stealth, 100 melee. Heavy and stealth skills. Do I have anything which can boost my stealth? Which will boost my intimidation, I mean? Which attribute is this, by the way? Dialogue. Did I make the wrong decision? I don't know. I think none of them are useful for me. Now, okay, so I will... If I drink 2 of them, what will be boosted? It's pretty free now, Intimidate.
You and I have
Nah.
nothing more to say to each other.
I'm sorry, Reed.
You and I have got nothing.
Now I have 30, but I can't talk to him. They're the corporate guards, what's up?
What was that?
Okay. Come here. I've got a visual. Come here, let them rush us. Just got shot by his main. Was that Reed Thompson? Kidding me. Still want to shoot. I don't care. I'm shotting you all the way. Well, this definitely hasn't put me positive, right? Yeah. I didn't want to do this, but I had to. Sometimes you just don't have a choice. That's the only quest we can do. Return to the unreliable. There is one thing we need here. Everything is sealed.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must be very proud. Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm
As a
fine.
Spacer's Choice Constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals, even during times of unplanned crisis or unauthorized general chaos. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
I've got some questions.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Does Phineas Wallace mean anything
His
to you?
likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Wow. I'm not gonna tell the story anyone anymore. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. It looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Well, he's well. I guess we're going
to
with this.
warn you against forming acquaintanceships, friendships, partnerships, or any felicitous relationship with a wanted criminal. I am also obliged to inform you of our referral program. For every criminal you refer to the authorities, the board will reward you.
How long has Wells been on the run?
Wells has been wanted for as long as the board decides he has been wanted. This decision will be made in accordance with Wells's behavior upon arrest. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
Okay, there was one other thing.
Something to report? As long
Okay,
as your
then
questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
So who do you work for? Spacer's Choice or
This
Edgewater?
is a setup to a joke. You should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice.
That sounds like slavery.
Careful, stranger. Talk like that comes dangerously close to sedition.
Who does Spacer's Choice answer to?
Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
So basically a bureaucrat.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it.
Okay, never mind.
Don't know how long. Some hotheads running around now.
I'll still get in trouble for stealing. I'm so sorry for you as well. I can kill all of them now.
Are
Why?
you getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity?
I mean, we can do these journals here. Didn't we already go there? Well, then I'm gonna teleport myself down here, yeah. And then I'm going up there. Let's just do that quickly. I feel sorry for Edgewater. But I also don't. He had an assault rifle, that's pretty crazy. Yo, Marauder Kingster. Marauder camp discovered. And I earned perks. Okay, get me to 30 here. Then level that up a bit. I still have a single point anywhere. Maybe here. There we go. How are you? Jesus, there are lots of people here. Jesus. Jesus. It's coming here. Come on. Think you're tough? There we go, we got your finger now. Give me that, give me that, give me that. There we go. Well, it wasn't entirely worth it, but hey. Free hack, don't mind me. I'm 50 already. Jeez. I'm real good at lockpicking. But that's good, lockpicking is always important. When I know one game, it is that in an open world survival game kind of stuff like this here, you always want to have lockpicking maxed out. Necklace. All of that. There we go. Is there anyone we can loot? Their stuff. We were in here. Let's just continue. 300 meters. I have so much ammo, by the way. Okay, these use all the same, but hey, still got so much ammo. Incoming. Ooh. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking Godzilla coming out from behind me. What's this? This is a monster's primer with a devastating N-ray ground slam. Okay, so let it ground slam. We ground slam. Invulnerable. What? You take N-ray damage. This damage bypasses armor and does damage over time. Again. I need to heal. I'm overloaded right now. Flaw tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Okay. Dexterity 1, Perception 1, Temperament -1. Reward 1 perk point. After repeatedly getting beat up by primals, you no longer function well when they attack you or your companions. Oh no. That seems like kind of a harsh offer. I just have so much stuff in my inventory. How much are they worth? Value to weight. There you go. There's also something behind here. No, it was here. We still have an assault rifle. I want to take an assault rifle with me. There we go. What is this? Come here. Oh, Parvati's already dead. That is a absolute crazy kind of camp. Scrap mechanical. Does it even take damage? Jesus Christ, we're burning. Hit me. That's another enemy then. They're homing. Homing? Can you stop? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that was way more effective. Okay, wait a second. Switching to gaming classes again. Hell yeah. Okay, there we go. Ah. Come on. Everything is not fitting. Okay. 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 Resume. Yeah, we were here. Okay, that's right. Bread. Tree-sized bread and log. What's in here? Oh, there are more of these wagons. Can you go in them? Oh. But there's loot here. Pretty good so far already. Seal. Bin is already empty. Well, the loot started off pretty good, but then it pretty quickly went downhill. That's at least something. I'm just gonna sleep for 8 hours here. There we go. Making a day, saving, giving us full health. Anything in here? No. Okay. Could you go in somewhere? Don't think so. I think that's it then, huh? Well, I don't know if that was worth it. There should... Yeah, 60 meters here. Come on, he got smashed, but he was sneaking. Cool, Parvati, that you died. Oh, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. Who are you? Oh, Jesus. I even healed and didn't count. Jesus Christ. What if we press continue? Okay. Yeah, come on. Shoot the thing. She already died? Okay, that was that for him. They always come so fast around the corner. Why is everything on one shot? Everything was really okay. Come here. Okay, do your smash tag.
That's the last of them.
Okay, perfect.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be all right now they got power, but what about the town? All those people. Yeah. Huh?
I didn't want to say anything to you, I just kind of want to loot it. What should I do? Well, I feel sorry for Edgewater. I do. They didn't deserve it. But the deserters? They deserve it? They just didn't want to be slaves. They didn't deserve it as well. Nobody deserves this whole situation. It's not my fault I had to make the decision. It's Spacer's choice fault. I mean, why would I need to do this decision? Why would I need to make this decision, you know? It's totally irrational. I don't want to make it, but I had to. And so I just said, okay, they're gonna die. Am I a bad person for this? No. Spacer's choice had all the time in the world to decide to do something about this whole situation. Free their slaves, you know. Tactical shotgun. I could sleep now, but no. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. Interesting down here as well. I'm not gonna pick that up, I'm gonna be slow again. Did they seriously respawn? Dude, and they didn't respawn with little enemies, like they went full out with enemies. Okay, we can already run. Come here. Pavati, by the way. Oh shit! Oh shit, who's here? Monkeys! Where did they come from? Why don't the monkeys fight themselves? Dude. Dude, I can kill them all day and it just won't stop. Won't stop, never stop. This revolver is really strong, that's really good. Oh shit. Nearly done.
I'm going.
Okay, I need to drop some armor, that's as well. There we go.
Here they come.
Oh my god. Here's a minigun.
I see it there.
Jesus. Okay, that should be enough. I'm down to 10 now, by the way. Was that all of them now? Talk about excessive, dude. Still. But I can just fast travel to Edgewater now. Dude. Dude. Rude. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Okay, first, okay, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna go to the botanical labs. I'm gonna fast travel there first. Where's my trader friend? I think he's over there. Stefan, perfect. Chicken. Stefan, I need you. I need to sell so much
Zoe
shit to
says she
you.
fought her way out of.
Okay. I'm gonna do that right after I check all the weapons. These are pretty strong as well, but I'm gonna change that against the new one. I don't care about the rest, I think. Yeah. Okay, Parvati. 120. This is 133 DPS. 115. $320. There we go.
Something I.
Okay.
Fresh off.
What are you trading? Sell? Perfect. Perfect. Very nice. Sell all the junk. Value to weight. Okay, I think that's fair enough. Okay, what do you have to buy here? Do you have anything good? No. Okay, but I'm much lighter now. Okay, cool. Fast travel to Edgewater. We be fast traveling. Okay, I got your fingers.
I put my whole life in the...
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
I'm here to turn in the
Hey, about
bounty.
finger. What do you have for me?
And what this?
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Sure.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Cool. Junior Deputy Constable's badge, cool. What's
You've
this?
done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
How did so many of your people end up as
Let me stop you
marauders?
there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question, right?
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
I heard one of the workers shot himself, Eugene.
I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
There was something
What's
else?
on your mind?
What else? Goodbye. Cool. What do the people in the inn think? This is the inn, right? The tavern? Nah. This is the church. What do the people in the church think? Is the vicar still here? No.
Somebody's been rambling about some colony here. Wonder what that's about.
How do they feel?
Heard you've been taking down marauders.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually right. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the ship now. There's the barber shop, there's the tavern.
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice.
I just felt like
Go
chatting.
ahead.
What do I do with chatting? What's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not trying to judge you, just curious.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
So you had a dream about being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing 0G?
Asking questions is the foundation of science. The best scientists ask too many.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Sounds like Space's Choice took care of you, huh?
They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong. What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out.
That's kind of solid.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours.
Why don't you tell me about yours?
So,
About
what's
mine,
your
I mean.
story?
You wouldn't believe if I told
That
you.
right? Prove it.
I am an alien spirit of pure ether inhabiting a human body to learn about your kind. I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope.
Oh, I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer?
I never
You're
heard of
right.
the drama.
I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
What if I told you I just got shot into space by crazy
Ugh,
scientists?
is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
Well, in that case, let me see what's on tap.
Coming right up. Plague got you feeling...
Just felt like chatting. Okay, so you asked me about myself.
Suppose I did. Ready to talk about it?
Yeah. I'm still trying to
What's
figure it
there
out
to
for
figure
myself.
out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's Choice. Could be you're with Auntie Cleo.
There's more to life than the company you work for, you know.
That's exactly the kind of crazy talk that comes from an overabundance of sobriety. Well, good luck trying to figure yourself out. Sounds like you'll need it.
So much for small talk.
You try...
I've been asking around. No one seems to know anything about the Hope.
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
Is that a... Okay. I guess this means you've never heard of anybody from the Hope.
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
It's not folklore.
You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
I'm not drunk. I just want to know if anybody else made it off the Hope.
Then pretend you're drunk. Sober folk don't talk the way you are. Not unless they're looking for a trip to Tartarus. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it.
You sound scared.
Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this.
Whatever. Give me a drink.
Coming right up.
I'm gonna buy plain pure water. Well, guess we're leaving town then. Nothing to do, journaling. We're heading to the landing site.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Seriously. Well, those deserters left Edgewater, nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
I was already counting on you. What
I
else?
can tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'm not interested, Jesus. Jesus, second option is straight up sadistic. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin.
Yes. I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Cool. So how you feel, Pavati?
Something you need?
Okay. Well, let's go inside. Hello, Vicar.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
I can pick my own lock now.
Easy.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Jesus.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power
Do
regulator.
you know how to install a power regulator?
Maybe. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay, I'll be back. There's another ladder here. I never noticed that. Where does that lead to? Stop! Get me up. Oh, there's the kitchen. Nah, I was here before. I lied. I lied. Okay, install the power regulator and welcome ticket to anywhere. Well, the only thing I have left is be with Ada. Ada!
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
Systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Okay, let's get out. Ba-bum. It's you.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
What's up? Okay, good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Okay. That would have been better.
great. Excellent. Let's move on.
Yeah.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay, fine.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Where are they? Okay. What do I do with it?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
What are the limitations, though?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Okay. Will they fall for this, actually?
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act out. They won't focus on you.
Okay, I put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the
Yeah, I'm
ground.
going to do a thing run, I think.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay, got it. Ooh. That looks cool. But there's basically no ocean. No, there is water. So there is ocean. Edgewater landing pad. Okay. Who are you? Oh, you're Pavati. Hello.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am.
Cool.
Cozy like, ain't it?
What do you think of the ship?
It's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Apparently Ada's the one who actually flies the ship.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
Speech recognition.
Simulating it, you're doing it. I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Ada, Parvati will be fixing you from now on. I expect your full cooperation.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Cool. Did you learn trade from your father?
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor,
He
yeah.
meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you're actually good at this and you enjoy it. Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
You don't have a say in it and all? That sounds...
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
One aptitude test that demands your whole life.
They're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds. Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
But you're actually good at this and you enjoy it. Why?
I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
And after school you moved straight back to Edgewater.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Why? He wasn't that old, was he?
No, but a whole life taking care of Edgewater by his lonesome, working with all kinds of chemicals, it wears on a body. When I left for school, everything got harder for him. I used to help him lift the heavy things, and my hands didn't shake for the fine detail work.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from
About
school?
a year. I tried to do more of the work, so he could rest. His heart gave him pains.
Jeez, they
Dad
really
never
worked
said
him to
that he
death, huh?
loved me, you know, I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
I think it's time you move along.
What? You want me to leave?
Oh no!
Captain, you can't mean it.
Okay, luckily this didn't go through.
Oh, that's a relief.
That was just a joke.
Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean...
I'm so sorry,
Something busted,
Parvati.
Captain?
I totally didn't want to scare you like that. That was my bad. I thought they meant move along, like go do your work, you know. Okay, that nearly
Want
went
to
bad.
be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine.
Oh no, I don't want to
Alex
respec.
installed it himself right before he died.
What's here? That's the workbench, right? Yeah. Repair all equipped ones. Okay. Well. Tinker. No tinkering. $65 bits. Hell yeah. 137. I'll do that. 62. I can do 2 on everyone. Okay, let's modify this. Changes to web plasma, changes to shock. Well, don't really have anything for that. Or scope. Yeah, I have enough of these anyways. These are barrels. It's quieter. I don't really need quiet. These all change it again to a different type. Increases accuracy. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay, cool. Is that the captain's one? Yeah, that's the captain's lodge. I was never here. Holographic Shroud, hell yeah, pick up. Yeah, I know that. 16k XP, what the hell, that was such a lot. Use terminal, messages for Alex Hawthorne. Unread messages from you Bedford. Oh, I forgot to mention my previous message, silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures. Space Adventure, an adventure in space. Of Singularity Steel. It's about dashing space pirates with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly border-proof, so don't go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will assume you. Okay. Logs. The Shrink Ray. Note to self, remember this data. No better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask that? Ask me that. Back to my points. I saw in actuality with my own 2 eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the grey hair were to look away to forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on well shrink ray first hand is enough to make a fella wonder if there's more to the eyes, if there's more to the rumors, more to be had. Okay, the last time I got sloshed, I mean, I was imbibing, what the hell, I never heard this word, at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udom was really free with with the drinks. He seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two marmots yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony, like none of us have heard before. But here's the good part. The marmot said the mad scientists keep yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat sure fits the bill. It could be another one of these weapons that inspired Wells. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me, blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tetris and back? Let the record show. I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but Architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered him and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said I wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were here, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does it even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe the good, hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets to think he misplaced it. In the meantime, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Helican. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. What's that? Obsidian skull. Forged under pressure. Weapons from the void. Acquire Phineas' science weapon. Acquire the Groundbreaker. I can transfer stuff into it. That's cool. So explorers of the... Okay, there's just Adelaide. Adelaide! Who are you? Sam? There's no response. Ask Ada about the Sam unit. There's no response from the auto-mechanical unit. A serial number etched in its chassis includes the letters Sam. Oh, that's Parvati's father. Let's steal her stuff. The modern steel wrench in you. Spade. Toolbox. Abigail. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since.
As always,
there's
I am
Vicar.
at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
You got anything? Oh, you got a lot of conversation. Vicar, you out of my crew. Any ideas where I can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Okay. And seriously, one guy in the whole colony can translate French?
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
The sarcasm is duly noted and will be reflected on your review.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee. Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, we should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride.
Everyone wants to go to Groundbreaker, okay.
Even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Yeah, how is that a simple vicar happens to be a highly highly skilled hacker.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Captain. I find...
Okay, I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
What does that mean?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Okay. Were they proud when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Okay. Yeah, it seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about
I
me.
have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
What if the book doesn't have the answers?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Well, I love a good adventure story.
That's not... Let's try this again. Who are you? Where are you from?
Well, I was a colonist on Hope.
And how did he do that?
And the scientists freed me. He stole my body from the Hope, a Dutch of the colony, and brought me on.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
Well, I'm helping him recover of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Well, there are more people. Yeah, they're my friends are on the Hope.
Oh, I see. You have my condolences.
I wanted to ask you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Well, I know what a philosophist is. A vicar searching for a banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal.
Maybe the board wants to hide the truth, you know, the story.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Let's talk about this person.
Of course.
What does there come? Okay, that's the plan. Okay, the Vigor doesn't really have much to steal. That's good for him. We still have some spots left where someone could go. We got loads of quests now. Ask Ada about the SAM unit. Let's do that first. We can do that right here.
Welcome back, Captain.
Welcome back,
How
Captain.
can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in a janitor's
The
closet?
unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I'd like to learn more about the
What part of
colony.
the colony would you like to discuss?
What is with Phineas' orbital lab?
Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
What do you know
There's
about
a
him?
bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system?
No, do not do that, Ada. Ada, that's fine.
A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons.
Why is the landing rough?
The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them.
Okay, I want to ask about
Of
something
course.
else.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
How about the Groundbreaker?
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Oh, and do it. Okay, let's just say great and
You
thanks.
are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me the spiel on the
The
Groundbreaker.
Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Cool. Okay.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
What about Terra 2? We were
Where
just
in
on there,
Terra
right?
2?
Oh, the Emerald Vale. There's more?
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say, a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
What do you think of the
You mean the
townspeople?
ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
Well, they can live, right? They don't have to die, no? How's the deserter woman called? She takes care of the people, right?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain. Of
I
course,
want to ask
what part
something.
of the colony would you like to
Different
discuss?
colony.
Where in Monarch?
What is Stellar Bane Monarch?
Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system. Her last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's Smuggler's Port in Fallbrook.
Why is Monarch being
I
blockaded?
believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence.
Okay.
You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
What about the
It's
Smuggler's Port?
Sublight run for the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there.
Okay.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Let's talk about something
How
else
can I
entirely.
be of assistance?
Got a minute to
I
talk?
have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Providing
Yeah.
an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
Tell me about Captain
I
Hawthorne.
require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
We both know I'm not Alex Hawthorne, right?
Oh, I know you are not the same Captain Alex Hawthorne who died in Emerald Vale due to excessive internal and external bleeding. I required you to assume Hawthorne's identity in order to sync your commands to my interpretation protocols. I've since registered you as the captain of the Unreliable. You're welcome to continue lying about your identity if you wish, but I know the truth.
You're a very strange computer, but I like you.
I am relieved to hear it, Captain.
Have there been other captains of
If
this
you
ship?
mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Okay.
How can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
They're my favorite
Now
song.
playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
This is the best choice, though. But that's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Okay, at the
I
time I
wish
joke.
I was your second derivative, so I could investigate your concavities.
Okay, that's
As you
enough, I
wish,
guess.
Captain. I must comply with
What a
all
computer
direct
joke.
orders.
Talk to you later.
See you soon, Captain.
Ah. Totally overreacting. My man. My opinion. It's my opinion. Get that here. That would be a cool thing. Let's just get to, yeah, sneak 50 as well. And we still have 5 points. Just gonna put them in here. Oh, we got a perk? Perk? Any perkers? I think I'm gonna go with more XP, yeah. Okay, so journal, the cleaning machine. That we're doing this next. Codex, logs. There's still more stealth. Holographic Shroud. I knew all of them. Okay, Vicar Max. 64. Ah, I just put all of 319th sort of shotgun. Gee. Geez, you hack when Max is in the party. Let's give him health as well, first of all. Behaviors, distance. Well, I have a shotgun, so it should be close. Weapon mixed, mode aggressive, that's okay. Let's go up again. So look at the captain's log.
Make yourself a...
Search term Sam. First Sam result. Do not forget, you found it discarded saying sanitation and maintenance. That's what it means. Sam. Automechanical in Emerald Wales. Scrap head during your last job. Scrap heap. Okay. It should not be difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Oh, some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. What's the second one? Removal of factory standard parts. Zoots. Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback in estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. I'm at the third one. Here we got this one. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and it's not turning up anytime. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can flinch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I'm sure never thought I'd go back to the pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wales wants me to cheap her some interest. Details come later. So the cleaning machine, you found half at terminal, captain's quarters. All found plans. I need to go to Roseway. Where's that? On the map? Is that here? No. Okay. Groundbreaker. Where's this, by the way? Why finish sensor? I acquired a science weapon on Groundbreaker. Okay. Okay. So I guess we're going to have to go to Groundbreaker. Alright, everyone ready? We're going to Groundbreaker, boys. How late is it, by the way? Okay, we still got time. We can do it. Oh, there's Phineas's lab. We could also go there. Where were we? There's so much, by the way. We were here. Terra 2. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in system.
Breaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Cool.
we talk?
Yeah?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
That would be good.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No. Everything alright.
I could probably...
How can I invite them to join me on my journey here? Do I do this here? Oh yeah. Select up to 2 companions. Yeah, you both. There are multiple more slots available still.
Just checking your ship's manifest.
Jin, listen.
Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Okay. I thought you maybe had dialogue about this.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Are we gonna get in trouble today?
Oh, trouble today, not that I want to. Just seems to happen around this. Okay. Nobody needs to head back to the ship.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a...
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth.
Okay, let me talk to the kid.
Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true.
Okay, I'd like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
That's me. Well.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never called you. I never called your name. I'm Conrad.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to
Millstone.
make your acquaintance.
Well, see you
See you
around.
around, boss.
Boss?
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Well, see you later, I guess. Nothing worth stealing here. Mother.
Wish we had bigger weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
What's up here? Jump and run. Who's making huh? This is a secret. Ooh, this is secret.
I picked up this weird...
A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. If you're caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out.
No.
Identification, please.
Well, let's go with the ID.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Why?
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side. Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
Okay. I take it back. I'm not Hawthorne and this isn't my ship. That would be funny. How do I get this river off,
I want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Okay. Great, I'll go back, talk to him and send
You
this
take the
out.
starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
A shipment? What is shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Okay, got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
First of all, I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
What about the drink? Any
Most
recommendation?
places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Okay, got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job around
Maybe.
here?
Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular.
Now we can start recording again. Okay, this was running full shortly. I deleted trash bin. Now we're good again. Ooh, I'm in the wrong. How long was I in this state? How long was I in this state? When did I even press that? Huh. Okay, no kidding. I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird in a good way. Okay, got it.
Happy to
Thanks.
help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Sure. How does Hollycon Squad Holdings work
Are you
anyway?
pulling my leg?
I just want to hear your take on
It
it.
goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing,
the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Okay. The board must the board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
That's cool.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Okay,
Glad
got
to
it.
help.
I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
One thing, whoops. One thing I do want to check here. Is it? Okay, yeah, that's saved. Okay, cool. Okay. What do you know about sublight
They
salvage?
strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay, that's all I need.
All right.
What can you tell me about Udom
He's
Bedford though?
friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Looks like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udom takes it to an unhealthy level.
Okay, it seems like there's some tension between the board and the Groundbreaker.
You noticed, huh?
Well, it's hard to miss.
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
And why can't Groundbreaker and the Quark just work together?
Sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Okay.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you. It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Okay, thanks.
Sure thing.
See you around.
Be seeing you.
What about the records? Arrivals? Unreliable, business unknown, impounded, Hawthorne ship, but not Hawthorne. Hawthorne ship, but no Hawthorne. Wonder what happened there. Okay, departures. That beat at the rest and go insisted once again that he's part of the crew. Then the route, messages. This is a joke, right? I'm following this around the station, and no one thinks you're real. And if you are, welcome to Groundbreaker. Oh, this was an answer to aren't fit for crisping. You honestly expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer? I'm a company man. Hey, I landed 50 minutes ago. This crazy guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my rig. Like actual shit. Can I open fire or what? Vending machine discovered. Where? Perfect. Journal. Where is that on the map, by the way? There. Okay, so we can't do this yet. Vicar Max wants to track down the scholar. We can do that. ID cartridge. You have found an ID cartridge to use with the Holographic Shroud. You will now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. How do I enter this though? Is there another door here maybe? We could pick it open.
What was that? What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Does she still care? Okay, listen here, I'm gonna save. And then I'm gonna do it. Holographic disguise activated. Your holographic shroud has activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving trains to shroud energy. When it runs out, personnel will see you and interrogate you. Talk your way out of interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you are interrogated.
That's clever.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Security logs. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udon Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. Udon Bedford. Bedford has impounded. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers vs. board. Freelancers 1. Freelancers 1. Rested a freight captain with more bits than brains. Sublight put a what am I doing? Put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder fee. Okay. A guy from Backberries roughed up the moon kid. Waving mad warned me that the moon was gonna bring out about the end times. Okay. Okay, these are all confiscated goods. Hatchet, metal hoop, prayer reeds. Locked container, owner reviews inspection. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind so they are stored in the back of the security station, until the idiot shows his face again. Okay. You've gained? Perfect.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I was looking for ended up.
Yeah, they're just walking through, they don't care. Okay.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship.
Ah, okay,
I
okay.
should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there, Vika. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
That seems all awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Okay. Sounds good. So, Journal, the empty man, track down. A monarch. Okay, so we can't do this now. Let's do this. Companion quest. 150 meters this way. Is there a secret? You can take all of that. Cool. Thanks for that. Ooh, hello.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection.
Okay.
Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens.
So they're not good to speak with Monarch, huh? Oh, that was with you, eh? Okay.
Try not to
Whoa.
be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
Ed Drone.
Rizzo Purpleberry Fudge. A salt sour candy shop around purpleberry flavored
Spacers choice. She's all the way at the back here. Now let's do first companion quest. There's definitely loads of stuff here. Another terminal.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Okay.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed to the capture of lunar terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
She's 80 meters behind here.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Hell yeah. And you're just a glorified vending
Is
machine.
programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix
Shock
it.
simulation restored. Initiating shocked subroutine. How dare you? Shocked subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Okay, let's see what you
Beginning
got.
dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
You don't have anything. Don't have anything. Can I not just jump over them?
You'll have to show me how to do that.
Quanti Clio worker, Jesus. What there? Is that book? Warning, please follow all recommended safety protocols. Yo, I'm here.
Some condiments are not this unit.
You know there's a dead body in your
This
kitchen.
unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer.
That sounds like a pretty nasty bug in your
This
systems.
unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess.
Do you plan on cleaning
This
or?
unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities.
Okay.
Beginning dispensing sequence.
They basically don't care as well. Oh, you can just go open this? Okay.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
Terminal. Daily checklist. Radio to temp. Plumbing for overflow. Life support. Crew morale. Brush teeth. You can do this, Junlei. Personal files. Back base. More complaints about the state of the bay. I already told the Mardets they're free to flush out Red and his outlaws. They're so knotted up seeking warrants and paper justifications that they wanted someone else to solve all their problems. Status? Morale has dipped 18% since Martin Callahan showed up. It's a damn mask. Found another listening device in my office. Thing was the size of a toss ball with a cord leading all the way back to sublight. Subtle as always, Lilia. Could have sworn the auto mechanical chef arrived with a company tech. No record of the guy leaving the station. We'll have to look at it. Yeah, he died. Spread infestation at the rest and go, getting out of hand. Okay. Messages? Oh. Bedford. What did Bedford write? The implication of your accusations caused my breath to hitch in my throat. I am certain that we can arrive at an agreeable understanding for what is a boardization, if not a facilitator of handshakes between great powers. What is he even saying? Much like the board and yourself, when you decide to return to the negotiation tables, consider once again the embassy expansion plans I laid out. Gestures of good faith do not get unpaid. The board rejected my request for new radiator parts, again, even after I greased their wheels with some targeted donations. Funny thing, when I used my admin privileges to survey the outcoming comms, I noticed some activity from me. Your office, you chose your words carefully, but I plucked a juicy phrase from the transcript. Let the frog boil a while longer, and now I have no radiator parts. You're playing with our lives. Did I install you on my ship just to get under my skin, or are you pulling this shit for fun? You've been a bit naughty. You haven't been all that good, huh? What? Where did you go? You're here.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain
Junlei.
around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we
Alright.
had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardets, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
No. Copy that, chief. Okay, copy that.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Well, just passing through.
Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati you wanted to talk to Junai. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Not Parvati to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
You just silently do it.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said. Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Good job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Okay, it seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise? Well, guess not. Well, they would want Groundbreaker to go to roast.
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
I can do it.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Okay. Where's them?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
And you can't get them anywhere
You
else.
must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Yeah. The negotiations sound like a bureaucratic coup,
Damn
huh?
right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence.
Oh, she's the captain. Oh, now I understand. Couldn't we try to talk this out with whoever is down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back.
Okay.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
I get it. Yeah, none taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I get those parts. Come on.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. This whole...
What is it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, the transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Well, Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board, huh?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
Okay. I'll be on my way. It costs me 2 parts. I'll get a keycard later.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Okay. What is my current? Why do I need to check in with her back on the ship?
Something you need?
So, what was that about? What was that back at Junai's?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Sounds like you have a crush on her.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater?
Sounds like you're not sure how to feel.
I just met her. How could I be? Alls I know is I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident. That chief...
Jesus, what was that? Is that still journal quest? Why is that still journal quest? Okay. Let's do that.
I could
What do you think?
spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Okay. Some engineers.
Good law, the heat in here is so unbearable I can hardly even concentrate. Junlei better hurry up with those damn repairs already.
Workbench. Some loot I can't take. Okay, let's get a radius then.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Story? Start time.
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league.
I don't care about the game. Y'all ready? Transition to the back base. I thought this would be an elevator raid. It's not.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look
I
at
just
this
need to talk.
ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Persuade 40. Put that down before you incarnate the entire deck. I'll just persuade.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
Okay, I'm just here for some parts.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
What are you doing to them?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
So I can grab the
You
pot then.
don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Well, I do have a prophecy for you. Okay, I'll be right back. How's that? How am I not lying at 40 already? 37. And now I should be... Yeah.
Neighbor from above. What
I didn't even
brings you
need to
my
drink
little
that much.
moonlight kingdom?
How did you end up?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you.
Privacy with a smile. Sounds like what happened to me.
Dark reflection. Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Okay, still got those parts.
Everything has a price. How much are you willing to pay?
I can just lie.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Okay.
Lay it on
There was
me,
something
boss.
else.
I'm good for it. You can come and go in my...
Your aura's like a disco ball caught in a black hole. What's that?
Sorry.
I'll keep quiet.
You get that automech patch? Fred wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you... The place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Liz gonna be pleased as pie.
Thanks for the radiator. Got through without fighting. Another outlaw. Something up top here.
Today's my birthday.
Okay, so that's just a sneaky way for you. Jesus, that made a noise I can't forget now. Could have gone sneaky, but I just lied my way through. All they do is eat hot chip and lie. That looks so interesting.
What was that? Hey! What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Do what you want, I guess.
I do need that though. Okay. I'm gonna save the game.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
All right, fine. Get out of here.
I really wanted that, I'm sorry. I don't even know what that was now. Vitae. A bite-sized guardian. It's for the crew room. Cool. Oh, but that reputation. Yeah, we are on the Groundbreakers now. Positive 96, negative 100. You're neutral to this faction.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Well, yeah, that's what happened to me. That's what happened on the Hope. What's that? Plasma rifle, don't really need that.
Uncle Red gave me a taste of the good.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up crazy.
Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
Snipers up top here. What is that?
I guess I'm
A collectible tossball car.
We got another complaint. People don't like worms and shrooms.
They're just telling the.
What's that? Junior mycologist log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars. The beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Yeah.
Besides, they're my friends.
Combat drone. Hello, combat drone. What's with these shrooms? I look sick. Okay, well, see you later. As much as I would like this collectible, the other collectible was worth more to me.
Don't sound like old blessed outlaw pipes.
We're going. Probably don't have to come back here. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's a hope. That's a hope. It's not the worst, unless it's post-worst. Okay. 30 meters. This will be the last thing we do now.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement
For the following story.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate?
Yeah, I don't care.
Returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I will color you impressed. I got the parts, by the way.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Fine slide.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
Okay.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way. Why do I have to go to the maintenance shop?
If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able, though, you've proven to be.
Okay, I'm wait.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Okay, well, let me get into the idle camera. Guys, this is okay. Cooked now. Look, we can now go. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. And as always, like, follow, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Give a heart. Catch me live. That will be the greatest honor for me, right? You know. And until then, whoops. Until then, I'll just say, make it. Give me a button. There we go. And make it good. Bye.